If you had three wishes, what would they be? I'll go first. 1. I wish I would always be the fearless female ever. 2. I wish I would always be the center with the spotlight everywhere. 3. I wish I would always be invincible. And tell you what, those three wishes have been my accomplishment since I was a kid. Greetings everyone! My name is Sybill from Airlangga University. Growing up and raised to be a stage hawk, surrounded by spotlight and fame since kindergarten, shaped me to be the best performer on stage in storytelling, speech, and other public speaking competition. The well-trained spoken capability I own led me to be the master of ceremony of my high school's graduation ceremony for 2 straight years. I was even once appointed to be the anchor for the biggest annual festival in my school. Well, at that moment, I was very thrilled. I feel like a shark swimming smoothly in a very small pond. Everything was just effortless. I thought I handled it well. I thought I knew where I was heading to. But 6 months ago, after being accepted in Airlangga University as a communication science student, everything was just disappeared that way. My comfort zone in a little pond suddenly vanished, replaced by a massive, intimidating, and unpredictable ocean. And to my surprise, I was not the only shark anymore. Or maybe I could say that there were no more sharks inside me. I looked around and felt stunned, finding out that I was surrounded by predators, brilliant minds with incredible speaking skills. These people seemed to carry an effortless wave of confidence, showing whole great talents I had never seen before. And for the first time in my life, I felt like a tiny little Nemo that was lost in the deep end of the ocean. The confidence I spent years building, it's just gone. The fearless female in me was shut down. As simple as raising my hand to share my thought in a regular classroom trembled my hands and heart. The girl who used to own the stage suddenly felt terrified of being seen. I feel like I lost my old self-identity. Then I was asking myself of what's wrong so far. I didn't come this far just to be shattered. Therefore, I did everything I could, including joining this speech competition. I should fight for the best version of me. I chose Path to Self-Actualization theme that tells us that consistent efforts acts as a bridge between one's beginnings and their ability to shine. But the real question is, what does consistency actually look like when you are at your lowest point? Society often tells us a toxic, romanticized version of consistency. We are told that consistency means giving 100% every single day. We are told that if you aren't performing flawlessly day by day, then you are failing. We are taught to look at consistency as a perfect straight line moving upwards. But is it really what it means? Now, I want you to imagine a dozen rows of empty cups. Every day, your job is to pour water into these cups. Some days, you wake up with a full pitcher, your energy is overflowing, your mind is sharp, and you can fill a cup all the way with ease. That's a 100% day. But other day, life goes on. You're exhausted, being overwhelmed, your hands are shaking, and your pitcher is almost empty. And on those days, you cannot fill the cup. Well, you might only manage to squeeze out a single messy drop of water. But is it a failure? Nope. That single messy drop is still a consistency. It is not about pouring a perfect equal amount of water into every single cup on every single day. Consistency doesn't lie in the perfection of the pour. It lies in the fact that you do not stop pouring. You keep going drop by drop until you reach the very last cup. When the old me was gone, I was waiting for a 100% day to start speaking up again. But that is not how the bridge of growth is built. Maybe my consistency right now is not hosting a massive festival like I used to, but showing up to class even when I feel small is my recent consistency. The consistency to keep forcing myself to give a single opinion in a group discussion even if my voice cracks. My consistency right now is that one tiny, uneven drop of water. And how I figure out that self-actualization is not a permanent stage of perfection. It is a journey of rebuilding your foundations every time the ocean gets too big. It is about having the patience to be a beginner again and the persistence to endure the awkward phases of growth. And sometimes you have to step back a while just to jump further. And maybe my 3 wishes earlier were just mistakes. I should never feel enough to learn new things. I should understand that the word invincible is just another phrases of trying harder. So right now, I am taking those 3 wishes back and change it into I wish I could be much kinder to myself of who I really am. I wish I could enjoy my own life roller coaster, and I wish I could trust that even a single drop, I am still building my bridge to shine. That would be all from me. Thank you very much for listening.